Hi, today I'm going to present to you Influence4You, which allows you to manage your influence marketing campaigns directly with the influencers involved. I'm going to walk you through the platform step by step as we create a campaign together. Let's click on Add Campaign, and here you can enter the title that the influencer is going to see. For example, something like Promote this new lipstick. You describe your campaign and then fill in all the information below. For example, the number of products that you're going to send to the influencers. You're not obliged to send products, but in this case, this is what we're going to do. For now, let's send 20 products to the influencers. Later you'll be able to talk about the product's characteristics and features, as well as the deadline for the post, and ask the influencers a question, which will typically be something like, why do you want to apply to this campaign? This allows you to get an idea of the influencer's motivation and why they decided to apply and want to work with you. Next, you can create a brief on each social network platform on which you would like the influencers to post. As you can see, there are many options. Here we're going to create a campaign on Instagram, Instastory, YouTube, etc. These boxes are already filled out by default to guide you so that you don't forget anything, with instructions such as, you have to say that it's a sponsored post, don't speak about competitor products, and mention the brand in your Instagram post, etc, etc. You can indicate if you wish to pay the influencers or not, and where you will be paying them you must put the amount that they will receive, which is dependent on the influencer's popularity. On Instagram the price is calculated based on the number of followers, and on YouTube it's based on the number of views. Then indicate the size of the influencers that you are looking for on each social network platform, and you can add a tracking link if you want to be able to see the traffic that these influencers have generated on your site, or if you want to see information on the sales generated by each influencer. So filling out this brief part is very simple. You just have to add some photos, and there you have it, a preview of how the influencers will see your campaign. The influencer will have the brief for each social media platform and can apply, for example, on Facebook, Instagram or Instastory, etc, etc. So the relationship between the brand and the influencer and what is expected of the influencer is totally clear. At the end, you're able to indicate the type of influencers that you want to work with. For example, sex, age, their nationality or the country where they live. You can even indicate a geographical zone by setting a radius. For example, if you're opening a shop and want an Instagram story for the shop's launch, you can invite only influencers that live within 30 kilometers of the shop. There we go, we've finished our campaign. It's online and now the influencers are going to be able to see it and apply. This is what I'll show you here, and especially how you're going to be able to choose the influencers that you would like to work with. Below you can see a list of the influencers that have applied for the campaign. And when you hover over the little bubble icon, it shows the influencer's question response. That is, why they want to collaborate with you. You've got a lot of other criteria like this. Their average percentage brief fulfilled, or if you click on the influencer, their audience size, you can see their last post and who their followers are, if they're robots or if they're real people. It is extremely important that you have access to this free tool via the platform Hype Auditor, a tool that tells you if the influencer's audience is real or not. You also see how much the brief was respected on their last campaign, so if she or he is well considered by the advertiser. You can choose to reject the influencer, which is what we're going to do here, and that sends them an email, or equally you can accept them, which will send them an email too, with a reminder of the brief that you have set, and you'll know how much the influencer is going to cost you. Regarding prices, there are sometimes prices that have lines through them. This is because the influencer really wants to work with you and is able to do it at a lower price. You can also talk with influencers via a kind of internal chat system with all the campaign's details that you can see here, the details of their latest posts, and that way you can see who you want to chat with. So this is a very simple chat feature allowing you to have direct contact with influencers. At any moment you can add products to your campaign, as you can see here. If you're an agency or internally you want to validate the influencers, you can export this list and chat with other people through your company or with the client to decide which influencers you wish to keep on this campaign. Once the influencer has been approved, you're able to send them the product as you have their home address, which is hidden here, so you can directly send them the product so that they can create their post. You just have to wait for the influencers to submit their post and you'll be able to validate the influencer that responds correctly to the brief. First, there are the influencers that you've accepted and that you've sent the products to but who have not yet done their post. You can remind them with a simple email saying something like, I've sent you the product, don't forget to upload your content. And once they've done their post, you'll be able to validate the post that responds to the brief. And if it doesn't fulfill the brief correctly, you can untick these boxes, and that will reduce the price and their rating on the campaign. This is why it's really in the influencer's interest to stick to the brief agreed. You should know that on the platform our briefs are respected 94% of the time, which is clearly very high. Once you've validated all the posts, you'll be able to see the report of the campaign, with the price, the details of all the posts, such as engagement rate, the views, the likes, and the EMV, that is, the earned media value, so the value of your campaign, which is obviously very interesting for you. You can export the report as a PDF and share it internally. You have a very detailed analysis, including the posts, each with their cost of the influencers, and the engagement. If you click on the photo, you'll be redirected to the post, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram, etc. So as you've seen, Influence4You is a platform that allows you to create and manage your influence marketing campaigns on all social media platforms, in every language, in every country, and you can choose to pay the influencers or simply send your products freely. This will allow you to save a lot of time, and you can talk directly with the influencers. You'll get a full report, and thanks to Hype Auditor, you'll know if these are false or genuine accounts, and you'll be sure that your brief is fully respected. The most important thing is that you'll be able to measure the true impact of your campaign. I would encourage you to head to our site and sign up to the best platform to create your influence marketing campaign with influencers. Thank you, and see you soon.